Kudos smiling face with heart eyes. Zoey Klein pregnant. Zoey's husband revealed. Jennifer Arnold, the little couple. TLC. Hello friends, I am Elena. Welcome to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Today, we bring you some of the most heartwarming and surprising news surrounding the little couple family that has completely taken fans by storm. The spotlight is shining brightly on none other than Zoey Klein, the beloved daughter of Jennifer Arnold and Bill Klein, who first captured viewers' hearts as a sweet little girl on TLC's long-running series. Now, Zoey is all grown up, and fans cannot stop talking about her latest life milestone, her pregnancy news and the shocking reveal of her husband. This is a turning point not just for Zoey, but for the entire Arnold Klein family, and TLC viewers are buzzing with excitement, curiosity, and admiration. From the beginning, Zoey Klein's journey has been one of resilience, love, and family support. When Jennifer Arnold and Bill Klein first welcomed Zoey into their family through adoption, audiences around the world instantly fell in love with her bright personality and undeniable charm. Alongside her brother Will, Zoey grew up in front of millions of TLC viewers who watched her blossom into a confident, intelligent, and beautiful young woman. Over the years, fans have celebrated every milestone, from birthdays and school events to her growth spurts and accomplishments. But no one expected the news we are now talking about. Zoey Klein is pregnant, and the world is eager to meet the man who captured her heart. Yes, it's official. After years of speculation about Zoey's personal life, her husband has finally been revealed to the public. While the Klein family has always done their best to protect their children's privacy, the time has come for Zoey to step into her own spotlight as an adult. Her husband, described as supportive, kind, and deeply in love with Zoey, has already won the admiration of fans who value family values and true connection. Though much of his personal life remains private, the reveal has sent social media into a frenzy, with fans posting messages of congratulations, excitement, and curiosity about this new chapter for Zoey. Jennifer Arnold, as always, has been an incredible source of love and guidance for her daughter. Throughout the years, Jen has shown the world how to balance career, family, and personal challenges while keeping her children's well-being at the center of everything. She and Bill have supported Zoey through every stage of her life, and now they are stepping into their most exciting role yet, becoming grandparents. For Jen, who has openly shared her medical struggles and personal battles, seeing her daughter experience the joy of motherhood is nothing short of a miracle and a blessing. Pregnancy news has sparked waves of discussion across TLC fan pages, with many recalling the early days of the little couple. Fans remember Zoey as the shy but strong little girl adjusting to a new family and life in America. To see her now, expecting a child of her own, is a reminder of just how fast time has flown by and how beautifully Zoey has grown into her own person. From adorable toddler moments to graceful teenage years, Zoey's story has been one of growth, strength, and transformation. And now, she is preparing to embark on the most important role of her life, motherhood. Social media has been overflowing with fan reactions. Comments range from pure joy to emotional reflection on how much Zoey means to viewers. Some fans say they feel like they've watched Zoey grow up as though she were a member of their own family, and the news of her pregnancy feels personal, almost like a niece or daughter celebrating an important milestone. Others are deeply curious about her husband, asking questions about how they met, what he does, and how long they've been together. While many details remain private, what shines through is the happiness on Zoey's face and the support she has from her family. Bill Klein, known for his sense of humor and unwavering devotion to his family, is said to be overjoyed by the news. Becoming a grandfather is a role he has been openly excited about, and now that the time has come, fans expect Bill to bring his signature wit and warmth to the next generation. His bond with Zoey has always been incredibly special, and the thought of him holding his grandchild has fans emotional and nostalgic. Of course, with news this big, speculation is natural. Fans are already asking questions about whether TLC will capture Zoey's journey into motherhood on screen. Will there be a new spin-off series featuring Zoey and her growing family? Will Jennifer and Bill return to the network to share their lives as grandparents? TLC has not confirmed anything yet, but one thing is certain: if the cameras do return, the audience will be there, ready to watch. Through all, The Little Couple remains one of TLC's most beloved shows, and the legacy continues to live on through Zoe and her new family. Zoe's pregnancy is more than just family news. It's a reflection of the love and support that has surrounded her throughout her life. Jennifer Arnold and Bill Klein have always emphasized the importance of resilience, positivity, and compassion. Those values have clearly shaped Zoe into the woman she is today, ready to take on the challenges and joys of motherhood. Fans believe she will be an incredible mother, full of patience, strength, and love, just like Jen has been for her. As the countdown to Zoe's baby begins, fans are waiting eagerly for updates. Will the baby be a boy or a girl? What names are Zoe and her husband considering? Will Jennifer Arnold share her excitement as a grandmother on social media? These are the questions that fans are debating passionately, showing just how invested they are in this family's story. No matter what, the overwhelming response has been one of joy, love, and admiration. The heart of it all, this moment reminds us why The Little Couple became such a phenomenon. It wasn't just about the challenges of little people navigating a big world, but about family, perseverance, and love conquering all obstacles. Zoe's pregnancy represents the next generation of that legacy, and fans feel blessed to witness it. So, as the news spreads and the excitement builds, one thing is clear: Zoe Klein has stepped into her own chapter, and it is a chapter filled with happiness, anticipation, and the promise of new beginnings. Jennifer Arnold and Bill Klein could not be prouder, and fans across the globe are sending their heartfelt congratulations. Dysplasia, a rare genetic condition that causes skeletal abnormalities and short stature. Standing just over 3 feet tall, Jen has faced medical challenges from a very early age. By the time she reached adulthood, she had already undergone dozens of surgeries. Yet, despite the hardships, Jen refused to let her medical condition hold her back. She pursued her education with determination, ultimately earning her medical degree and becoming a respected neonatologist. Her professional achievements, combined with her personal strength, have made her a role model for many. In 2013, Jen faced one of the biggest challenges of her life. She was diagnosed with stage 3 choriocarcinoma, a rare form of cancer. Her diagnosis came at a particularly difficult time because she and her husband, Bill Klein, had just welcomed their adopted children, Will from China and Zoe from India. Jen's journey through chemotherapy and recovery was documented on The Little Couple, and viewers watched in awe as she fought her illness with courage while still being a devoted mother and wife. By 2015, Jen announced she was in remission, giving fans a sigh of relief. By 2017, many viewers wanted to know, how is Jen Arnold doing after such a turbulent few years? The good news was that she was in a much better place. Her health had stabilized, and she was back to focusing on her career, her family, and her role as a television personality. She remained cancer-free, which was the most important update for her fans, and she continued to attend regular medical checkups to ensure she stayed healthy. Professionally, Jen was thriving in 2017. She had joined the medical team at Texas Children's Hospital in Houston, where she worked as a neonatologist. She continued to be deeply passionate about caring for premature and critically ill infants, and her work in the neonatal intensive care unit was both demanding and rewarding. Despite her own health battles, Jen poured her energy into saving the lives of vulnerable newborns, showing just how strong her commitment to medicine truly was. Her colleagues admired her expertise, and many families whose babies she cared for expressed deep gratitude for her compassion and dedication. At the same time, Jen balanced her demanding medical career with her responsibilities as a mother. Parenting was a central focus of her life in 2017. Will and Zoe were growing fast, and Jen often spoke about the joys and challenges of raising 2 young children. Both kids had already stolen the hearts of The Little Couple viewers, and fans loved following their milestones and adventures. Whether it was adjusting to school, celebrating birthdays, or learning new skills, Jen and Bill were always there to support their children with love and encouragement. Another important aspect of Jen's life in 2017 was her marriage to Bill Klein. The couple, who married in 2008, had long been admired for their strong partnership. Together, they faced not only the normal ups and downs of marriage but also the added challenges of health struggles, adoption, and raising children in the public eye. Through it all, Jen and Bill showed remarkable unity and support for one another. Their relationship was often described as one of the most stable and loving in the reality TV world, and by 2017 they had been together nearly a decade, still going strong. Outside of her medical career and family life, Jen also enjoyed her role as a public figure and advocate. She used her platform to raise awareness about medical conditions, adoption, and cancer survivorship. Through interviews, public appearances, and social media, she continued to connect with fans and spread messages of hope and positivity. Many people looked up to Jen not only for surviving cancer but also for showing that life's challenges can be faced with grace and strength. In 2017, Jen and her family were still very much connected to their audience through The Little Couple. The show had been a huge success on TLC, giving viewers an intimate look into the lives of Jen, Bill, Will, and Zoe. Audiences were drawn to the show not just because of the family's unique circumstances but because of their warmth, humor, and love for one another. Even though filming schedules sometimes shifted and episodes took breaks, fans remained invested in their story and wanted to know every update about Jen's health and happiness. Financially, the family was also doing well. With Jen's medical career, the show's success, and other ventures, the Kleins were able to provide a comfortable life for themselves and their children. They had moved into a spacious home in Houston where they enjoyed creating memories together. For Jen, the stability of home life was especially meaningful after the uncertainty of her cancer battle. So, how was Jen Arnold really doing in 2017? The answer was that she was doing remarkably well. She had overcome her cancer, maintained her health, returned to the career she loved, and was raising her 2 children with joy and dedication. She was also continuing to be a voice of inspiration for many people around the world who face their own battles, whether with health, family, or personal challenges. Her story in 2017 was one of resilience and hope. Jen had proven time and again that she would not allow obstacles to define her. Instead, she turned every challenge into an opportunity to grow stronger and to inspire others. For fans of The Little Couple, Jen's progress in 2017 was a reminder that even in the face of life's greatest difficulties, there is always a path forward. Arnold, better known as Jen, are 2 names that fans of TLC's hit show The Little Couple have admired for years. Their love story, their resilience in the face of medical challenges, and their journey into parenthood through adoption have inspired viewers around the world. One of the most heartwarming parts of their story is the adoption of their 2 children, Will and Zoe. Bill Klein has often been candid about the emotions that filled his heart the moment he first laid eyes on his children, describing it simply as, "I fell in love immediately." For Bill, fatherhood was something he had always dreamed of, but his path to it was far from straightforward. Both he and Jen were born with skeletal dysplasia, a rare condition that results in dwarfism and brings with it significant medical challenges. Despite those challenges, Bill and Jen never doubted their ability to provide a loving home and raise children. Early on in their marriage, they discussed family planning and knew adoption would be the right path for them. They wanted to open their hearts to children who also faced medical or developmental needs, offering them the love, care, and opportunities they themselves had worked so hard to build. When the process of adoption began, it was filled with the usual hurdles and long waits that many adoptive parents know all too well. Bill and Jen went through countless documents, home studies, and interviews, all while balancing Jen's medical career and their own health challenges. But through it all, their determination never wavered. Their hearts were already open, ready to welcome children who needed them. The first adoption brought Will into their lives. Will was a young boy from China, born with dwarfism. For Bill, meeting Will for the first time was an unforgettable moment. He has often explained that while photographs and documents had already given him a glimpse into Will's life, the real magic happened when he held him in his arms. Bill recalls the rush of emotion, describing it as instant love, a bond that needed no words. It was as if he had been waiting his whole life for that moment, and suddenly everything made sense. Bill's immediate connection with Will was not just about shared experiences with dwarfism. It was about recognizing the innocence and resilience in a child who needed a family. He saw in Will not only a son but a reminder of how love can heal and transform lives. In interviews, Bill has said that in that instant, he knew without a doubt that he would do anything to protect, guide, and nurture his son. The love was immediate and unconditional. Shortly after welcoming Will, another beautiful blessing entered their lives, their daughter Zoe. The adoption of Zoe, who was born in India, added another chapter to their extraordinary family journey. Zoe also has dwarfism, and like Will, she faced the challenge of growing up in an orphanage without the permanent love of a family. Bill and Jen knew that she belonged with them the moment they saw her. The process of adopting Zoe was not without its challenges. Cultural transitions, medical concerns, and the delicate process of helping a child adjust to an entirely new environment required patience and dedication. But just as with Will, the love Bill felt for Zoe was immediate. He describes the moment he first saw her as one of overwhelming joy, filled with a certainty that this little girl was meant to be his daughter. Connection was not something that grew over time. It was instantaneous, profound, and deeply moving. Raising Will and Zoe has brought immeasurable joy to both Bill and Jen. For Bill, becoming a father has been transformative. He often reflects on how his children have changed his perspective on life, making every challenge worth it. He finds humor, pride, and endless happiness in watching Will and Zoe grow, learn, and develop their own personalities. Both children bring unique strengths to the family, and Bill takes immense pride in supporting them as they navigate school, friendships, and the world. What makes Bill's story particularly moving is how openly he shares the depth of his love. He does not shy away from admitting that fatherhood has softened him, made him more patient, and given him purpose beyond anything he could have imagined. The phrase, "I fell in love immediately," captures more than just the first meeting. It reflects the enduring bond that has only grown stronger with time. Bill has also spoken about the importance of raising awareness about adoption and encouraging others to consider it, especially for children with special needs. He and Jen have shown the world that while adoption may come with challenges, the rewards are profound. Their story demonstrates that love is not defined by biology, but by the willingness to give yourself fully to another person. The journey has not always been easy. Parenting, as Bill and Jen are quick to admit, comes with sleepless nights, tough decisions, and moments of doubt. Yet they have faced every challenge together, with love and laughter at the center of their family. Bill's humor often shines through in parenting, lightening the tough moments and showing his kids that joy can always be found even in the face of adversity. Over the years, the little couple viewers have watched Will and Zoe grow from young children into confident, happy, and thriving individuals. They have witnessed milestones like first days of school, family vacations, and heartwarming moments at home. Through it all, Bill's role as a devoted father has been clear. He supports his children unconditionally, celebrates their successes, and reassures them in their struggles. Bill's words, "I fell in love immediately," echo beyond just his own family story. They resonate with anyone who has experienced the profound joy of adoption, parenthood, or unconditional love. They remind us that sometimes life's most beautiful moments happen in an instant, shaping our hearts forever. For Bill Klein, that instant came twice, once with Will and once with Zoe, and it changed his life in ways he never could have dreamed. When it comes to heartwarming family moments, fans of the little couple never get tired of hearing about the sweet bond between Bill Klein, Jen Arnold, and their two children, Will and Zoe. Recently, Bill shared a moment that melted hearts everywhere. A note written by his daughter Zoe that perfectly captured her love for her father. It was one of those small but meaningful gestures that remind everyone just how deep the connection between parent and child can be. Bill and Jen have always been open with their fans about the challenges and joys of parenthood. Since adopting Will from China in 2013 and Zoe from India later that same year, their family journey has been an inspiring one. Both children were adopted at young ages, and from the beginning, Bill and Jen have poured their hearts into creating a safe, loving, and supportive environment for them. Through health challenges, relocations, and life transitions, one thing has always been constant: their family's bond. The latest touching moment came when Zoe decided to put her feelings into words. Children have a way of expressing love with honesty and innocence, and Zoe's note was no exception. According to Bill, the handwritten message was short, sweet, and filled with sincerity. For a dad like Bill, who has always described fatherhood as one of the greatest blessings of his life, it was a reminder of why every sacrifice and every challenge has been worth it. Fans of the little couple know that Bill has a witty sense of humor and often takes a light-hearted approach to life. But when it comes to his children, he's openly sentimental. In interviews, he has shared countless times how he immediately felt a connection with Will and Zoe during the adoption process. That instant love grew into a bond that only deepened with time. So when Zoe slipped him a note that expressed her love, it was as if everything came full circle. The note itself, as Bill described, was a child's way of saying thank you. Zoe expressed gratitude for the little things Bill does, helping with homework, playing games, or just being there when she needs him. It may not have been written with perfect spelling or grammar, but its meaning was far more powerful than anything polished could have conveyed. Bill said that he was deeply moved by it, even keeping the note tucked away so he could look at it whenever he needed a reminder of what truly matters. Moments like these are what make the little couple so relatable. While fans have admired Jen's resilience as a doctor battling health issues and Bill's entrepreneurial spirit, the true heart of their story has always been family. Their journey into parenthood was not easy, yet it's been full of moments like Zoe's note, moments that remind them and their fans why love and connection outweigh all obstacles. Zoe, now growing into her own personality, has often been described as sweet but strong-willed. Viewers have seen glimpses of her sass, charm, and curiosity about the world. Notes like the one she gave Bill are not just reminders of her affection but also reflections of the kind of upbringing she has received. Jen and Bill have always emphasized kindness, respect, and love in their household, and it shows through gestures like these. Bill has shared in the past that one of his biggest hopes as a father is that his children grow up knowing how loved and supported they are. He has also said that parenting is not about being perfect but about being present. Zoe's heartfelt note was proof that those lessons are sinking in. For a child to take the time to write such a message means she sees and feels the love her father provides every day. Fans reacted warmly when the story of the note spread. Many parents shared their own experiences of receiving little handwritten messages from their children, noting how those simple words often mean more than grand gestures. Some commented that it was another example of why the little couple has always resonated so deeply, because at its core it's about real family moments, not just television drama. Bill's sharing of the note also highlighted another important point: the value of cherishing small expressions of love. In a world where big milestones often get all the attention, sometimes it's the scribbled notes, the unexpected hugs, or the whispered "I love yous" that carry the most weight. For Bill, Zoe's message was a reminder to pause and appreciate the little things. It's easy to see why fans were touched. Over the